Good morning, Year 6. Today we are introducing angles. It's Thursday the 14th of May. So, our anchor question today, we are looking at this table and we have to complete this table with the key vocabulary that is below. So we're thinking about our knowledge. So we've got our angle, the number of degrees and the amount of turn. So thinking about it, our right angle we know is 90 degrees. 180 degrees, we know that that is a straight line. And we've got 1 degree left, so that must go there. And we know that is correct because 270 degrees is a 3/4 turn. So we know 1/4 turn or a quarter turn is 90. Half a turn or 2/4 is 180. And then we're left with 3 right angles at 270. Remember your key vocabulary today. So we're looking at turns, half a turns, the number of degrees, right angles, obtuse, acute, and everything else. Have a look at the video now, and this will help you with your learning.
Hi there again. Flashback 4 again. So pause the video, have a go at the questions.
So have a go at these questions. So the right angle is enlarged by a scale factor 4. How long are the sides of the new right angle? What is the ratio of cherries to pears? How many centimeters is the same as 687 millimeters? And how many sides does a pentagon have? Remember, tell the time as well.
Okay, let's go through. Number 1. The rectangle is enlarged by scale factor 4. How long are the sides of the new rectangle? Scale factor 4 meaning 4 times the size. So the sides would be 20 centimeters and 48 centimeters. Number 2. What is the ratio of cherries to pears? I can see for every 3 pears, there are 2 cherries. 3 pears, 2 cherries. So the ratio of cherries to pears would be, for every 2 cherries, there are 3 pears. How many centimeters is the same as 687 millimeters? If I know that 10 millimeters are the same as 1 centimeter, in order to work this out, I might divide it by 10. So it would be 68.7 centimeters. How many sides does the pentagon have? It has 5 sides. And the time on the clock is 9:45 or 9:45. We're going to think about some angles now. We've got a child here, let's call him Billy. Watch carefully what Billy does. He's facing forwards. He turns. Now he's facing this way. Watch again. He turns again. Now he's facing this way. Watch again. He turned once more, and now he's facing this way. Once more. Watch carefully. He's back facing the way he started before. How many turns did he make to get back to the start? Well, he started off facing this way, and he turned to face this direction. This was his turn. We can remember from last lesson, this was called a right angle, but we can also think of it as a quarter turn. Then he turned to face this way. This was the turn he made. He's made 2 quarter turns. We can refer this as a half turn. Then he turned to face this direction. There's his turn. He made another quarter turn. We can call this a 3/4 turn. And finally, he turned to face this direction, back to where he started. He made a full turn, which was 4 quarter turns. Complete the sentences. A half turn is made of blank quarter turns. A 3/4 turn is made of blank quarter turns. A full turn is made of blank quarter turns. Have a go. First one. A half turn is made of 2 quarter turns. 2 quarters is equivalent to a half. 3/4 turn is made of, well, it's in the name, 3/4 turns. And a full turn is made of 4 quarter turns. 4 quarters is equal to a whole. Let's think about that from last lesson. Using our protractor, placing it on the vertex where the two lines meet, and we can see the value is 90 degrees. A quarter turn is equal to 90 degrees. We can also call that a right angle. So if a quarter turn is equal to 90 degrees, a half turn will be equal to how many degrees? Pause the video, have a think for yourself first. Okay, how did you get on? If a quarter turn is equal to 90 degrees, a half turn is equal to how many degrees? We might think of it like we did before, where we think about how many quarter turns there are in a half turn. So there's 1, 2 quarter turns in a half turn. We've got 2 lots of 90 degrees. That ties by 2 because we've got 1 right angle, 2 right angles, which is equal to 180 degrees. A quarter turn is equal to 90 degrees, a half turn is equal to 180 degrees, a 3/4 turn is equal to blank degrees. Well, I remember that 90 degrees times by 2 was equal to a half turn. I wonder what the calculation would be to work out a 3/4 turn. If I don't know my 90 times table, I know 9 times 3 is 27, so 90 times 3 is 270. And a full turn is going to be another 90 degrees. 4 times by 9 is 36, so 4 times 90 is 360. A full turn is equal to 360 degrees. Pause the video, have a go at questions 1 to 3.
Hi there.
This is a compass. How do you remember the labels there? There's one way I remember it as naughty elephant squirt water. But there's other ways you can remember it as well. North, east, south, west. Dora is facing north. She takes a quarter turn clockwise. Which direction is she facing now? So a quarter turn is equal to 90 degrees. Let's watch. She's turned clockwise, and she turned a quarter turn. She's now facing east. Dora and Esther are both facing different directions. Which way is Dora facing, and which way is Esther facing? Yeah, Dora's facing north, and Esther's facing south. Dora takes a quarter turn clockwise. Esther takes a quarter turn anti-clockwise. Which direction will they be facing? If it helps, you could get out of your chair and you could visualize. Let's watch the turn. Were you correct? They're both facing east now. Charlie is facing north. Charlie turns 180 degrees. Which direction will he be facing? Rosie says, it depends on whether he's turning clockwise or anti-clockwise. Amir says, it doesn't make a difference. Who do you agree with? Let's have a look. Let's think about Charlie. Charlie is currently facing north. Let's turn him 180 degrees clockwise. Now he's facing south. Let's put him back to where he was. He's still facing north again. Let's turn him 180 degrees anti-clockwise. He's still facing south. So actually, it didn't make a difference whether he went anti-clockwise or clockwise. Amir was right. Pause the video, have a go at questions 3 to 5. Now, watch carefully. How many degrees does the arrow turn? Don't worry if you miss it first time, I'm going to show you twice. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to show you one more time. How many degrees does the arrow turn? Here we go. Okay. Pause the video, have a go. If you want to rewind the video and watch it again, that's absolutely fine. Let's have a look together. This time I'm going to talk you through it a little bit. I'm still going through. I've made half a turn. I've made one full turn. And I made another half a turn. So in total, I've gone one turn, and half a turn is 1.5 turns. I know one turn is equal to 360 degrees, and half a turn is equal to 180 degrees. If I add them together, I get 540 degrees. Pause the video now, have a go at the rest of the questions. Hi there again. Flashback 4 again, so pause.
So have a go at the rest of the questions. They're being emailed to you and on the school website. And also remember to have a go at your Learning by Questions challenge. Good luck.